boyfriend asked me to shave my head in solidarity of his sister's cancer. When I did, he called me a bald freak and dumped me. So I showed up to his fundraiser and made him tell everyone why we're not together anymore. 7 months ago, my boyfriend's sister Sable was diagnosed with stage 4 lymphoma. Her odds weren't good, and within 6 weeks her hair was already falling out. We were at her favorite seafood restaurant celebrating her 13th birthday, and she just looked so sad, sighing about how she feels like a monster, how kids at school are bullying her for her lack of hair. I was about to tell her she was the most beautiful girl regardless when suddenly my boyfriend Kane clinked his glass. I have an announcement to make, he said, staring at Sable, then back at me. Sable, I know how alone you feel because of your hair. He then turned to me. That's why my lovely girlfriend here has decided to shave her head bald, to show you that you're not alone. Sable's face instantly lit up while mine went ghost white. Really? You'll shave your head for me? Sable asked excitedly. Her eyes looked happier than I'd seen since the diagnosis. I stared at her, not knowing what to say. I'd never even hinted at shaving my head. This was the first time Kane had ever brought it up. Before I could respond, Kane cut in. Yes, really. She told me all about how she can't wait until her head is smooth as a bowling ball. Sable laughed at his joke. The mom stretched her hand out to hold mine across the table. The dad walked over and pulled me into a hug. The table next to us turned to me and gave me encouraging looks. The waiter even brought us free dessert. The rest of the night was spent talking about how brave and amazing I was, with Sable calling me her hero and telling me I was giving her the strength to continue her battle. I drove home that night realizing I couldn't say no, not after seeing how happy it made her. Over the next few weeks, I prepared myself mentally. Kane kept bringing it up in front of his family. Every dinner, every hospital visit, he'd mention it. My girlfriend is so strong. His parents would tear up and Sable would smile. I felt trapped but committed. The day finally came. I went to the salon alone because Kane said he had work. I sat in that chair and watched chunks of my hair fall to the floor. The stylist kept asking if I was okay, and I kept saying yes, even though my hands were shaking and I was trying not to cry. When she finished, I looked in the mirror. I looked so different, but I thought about Sable and how this would make her feel less alone. I drove straight to Kane's house to show him. I was nervous but also kind of proud. I'd done something really hard for someone I cared about. I knocked on his door, and when he opened it, his face went completely white. What did you do? He said, staring at me like I was a stranger. I shaved my head for Sable, like you announced at her birthday. His eyes got wide. I thought we were just talking about it, like I'd mention it to make her feel good but not actually do it. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. You announced it in front of her entire family. You've been telling everyone for weeks. Yeah, but I didn't think you'd actually go through with it. He stepped back from me like I was contagious. You look like a freak. I can't date someone who looks like that. We're done. He shut the door in my face. I stood there on his porch, bald, completely shocked and alone. I got in my car and cried for an hour. 3 days later, I got a text from Sable. Hey, I heard what my brother did. I'm so sorry. We got to talking, and she mentioned a fundraiser gala they were having for Sable this Saturday. There's gonna be like 200 people. Kane's giving a speech. Wanna come? Show everyone what he did. I almost said no. I didn't want to face him, but Sable hyped me up. She called me the sister she never had. My brother or not, Kane is trash, and trash needs to be dealt with. So I texted back, I'll be there. Saturday night arrived. I put on a nice dress and walked in with my head held high. Kane saw me immediately from across the room. He looked panicked and rushed over. What are you doing here? You need to leave. Before I could even answer, an older woman approached us with a warm smile. Oh my goodness, you must be Kane's girlfriend. What you did, shaving your head for Sable, that's absolutely beautiful. You're so brave. I looked at Kane, then back at her. Oh, we're not together anymore. Kane called me a bald freak for doing this and broke up with me. I'm here just for Sable. The woman's smile vanished. She stared at Kane with disgust and walked away without another word. This happened over and over throughout the night. Person after person came up, and every single time I calmly explained what Kane had said. I watched the words spread like wildfire. People started avoiding Kane, giving him dirty looks, whispering. Then came his speech. He got on stage to thank everyone for supporting his family through Sable's treatment. The room was ice cold. Literally nobody clapped. After his awkward speech, the event organizer took the microphone. We have wonderful news. The anonymous donor who has been funding Sable's treatment since she was first diagnosed has come forward. My parents stood up from their table in the very back. They stared directly at Kane. My father took a stand. I would like to say a few words to Kane. Can you please come on stage? Full story on channel linked below.